Hello! Today we are making a tessellation, and as you saw on our PowerPoint, there's 3 types, and today we're going to do the translation tessellation, which means that our pattern is going to go in a very orderly way. So you have your 3x3 square, and I have my blue piece of paper here, so hopefully you can see the paper a little bit better. And we are going to make our shape. And so I'm using a Sharpie. You can use your a pencil. That's totally fine. And the key here is I want you to go from edge to edge. So we are going to make a line or a design all the way from that tip to that tip. So I think I like the idea of making something like that. So there's my shape on that side. And so I am going to take my scissors and I'm going to cut that out. Now that this is cut out, I am then going to take my little piece that's here and I'm going to slide it over to the opposite side of my square, and it reaches to the edge on both sides. I'm going to take some tape and I'm going to tape it to my piece of paper. So here we go. That's step 1. Now I'm going to do this on a side. I'm going to do something else. Let's see, since I had zigzags, maybe I'll do a point. So it was a little bit dicey trying to get to the point, but I did it. So I'm going to cut that out as well. Same thing on this side. Take my little shape and move it over to the opposite side. Now we are ready for our sketchbook. So this is the tricky part. This is where we are going to draw our tessellation on our sketchbook. And the key to this will be lining up the top part of your square to the top part of your design. And then we're gonna go across and then we're gonna keep going down. And I'm going to trace my first square all the way down. Boop. And I'm using my Sharpie so then that way you can see it more in the video. You guys, if I were you, I would definitely use a pencil. That would be my preference. Okay, so that's one. Now I'm gonna go over here and I'm gonna trace my second one. And see, look, I already, see how I slid down? Make sure that that line is all the way up. And so the top of your square lines up with the top of your paper, and that's gonna set us up for success. So after I trace this, I then can get part of a third on here, and then we can go down to the second row, and then comes the really fun, creative part. What does my shape look like? What is it going to be? Fish are on the brain. This is striking me as a little bit of a fish. I don't know. Let me do one more down here, or here, I'll do it right here in the middle. And so I think this is looking really fun, and I'm trying to figure out what kind of details I can add to make it a creature or just a pattern. Monsters are always easy because we can put eyeballs and everything else like that. Or what you can do, another fun thing to do, is you can make it totally different things. So if you want, like if this is gonna be fish for me, which it's sort of reading fish, I can make different types of fish. And so each of my fish can be totally different. So see this, right? A great big eyeball. You know how fish do. I'll do this. Maybe add a fin. Make his top. I don't know, we can, or, so just play around with it. I'm gonna futz around with mine and complete my tessellation across the page. Okay, so here is my tessellation. I have filled out my fish. I have to say that was a lot harder than I thought it would be because my fish shape was not so fishy. So I hope you guys have, ooh, maybe I could have done a bird or a stingray. There's lots of different things that you could do. But what I did do is I made each of my fish different. I don't know what this creature is in the middle. He's really silly and he's looking the other way. But I have everyone else looking that way so you can see the pattern a little bit more. And now I'm gonna color it. You can color it with whatever you want, watercolors, colored pencils, markers. Markers might be fun just because it's super bright. But I hope you have fun with this, and I can't wait to see what you create.